Hello, welcome to the video lecture series of RGPV Bhopal. I am Dr. Sarla Verma, lecturer in English in Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar Polytechnic College, Gwalior. And in the subject Communication Skills in English, paper code 6801. Today we'll be taking up the module on tense. It is module number 4 in grammar, and this is the first lecture of this module. The course outcome of the grammar content in the curriculum is to formulate grammatically correct sentences in English using general purpose words. तो जो ग्रामर कंटेंट है उसका कोर्स आउटकम ये है कि आप ग्रामेटिकली करेक्ट सेंटेंसेस फॉर्म कर पाएं और उसमें टेंसेस की बहुत महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका है. The learning outcomes that are expected of the students are to use appropriate grammatical structures and appreciate and critically evaluate the usage of correct grammar to ensure effective communication. After completing this module, you will be able to understand the concept of tenses, use tenses correctly in a given situation, and apply the knowledge of tenses to communicate effectively. So this is one of the most important topics in the grammar. The prerequisites are the knowledge of determiners, auxiliary verbs, and familiarity with subject-verb agreement, which we have already done. What is tense basically? Tense suggests the time of action of the verb. As we already know, verb is the word that shows action. Verb को हम हिंदी में कहते हैं क्रिया. So verb is the word which shows action. क्या action है या क्या state है action की? कोई वस्तु है या थी या होगी. So the tense suggests the state of being, or it shows the time of action. It also shows whether the action is in progress, whether it is continuing or it is completed or it will happen in near future. So depending on the time of action, for the sake of understanding, for our convenience, we divide the tense into present, past and future. Actually, समय में इस तरह का कोई विभाजन नहीं है, समय में कोई विभाजन रेखा नहीं है. समय जो है वो तो कंटिन्यूअस है. टाइम इज अ कंटिन्यूअस एंटिटी. It is a continuity of now and now. So any time we consider it as now. So for the purpose of understanding and for the purpose of clarity of expression, हम जो कहना चाह रहे हैं वो हम क्लियरली एक्सप्रेस कर पाए और जो रिसीवर है मैसेज का वो उसको वैसा ही समझ पाए जैसा हम कहना चाह रहे हैं. इस कन्वीनियंस के लिए या इस सुविधा के लिए हमने प्रेजेंट, पास्ट और फ्यूचर इस तरह से वर्ब फॉर्म्स जो हैं वो हमने टेंसेस में बना लिए. सो इन प्रेजेंट, व्हाट इज प्रेजेंट? एक्चुअली प्रेजेंट इज नाउ, पास्ट इज बिफोर नाउ एंड फ्यूचर इज आफ्टर नाउ. प्रेजेंट इज नाउ विच इज रियल, जो हमारे सामने अभी हो रहा है, जो वास्तविकता है, जो हमें दिख रहा है, एंड इट इज इन अवर कंट्रोल. पास्ट इज व्हाट हैज ऑलरेडी हैपेंड बिफोर नाउ, जो अब से पहले हो चुका है, घट चुका है. it becomes a fact, it cannot be changed. So past is simply a fact which cannot be changed, and future is after now, so it is hypothetical. It is as per plan, according to plan. It is imaginary, ऐसा होगा. It is subject to conditions. ये डिपेंड करता है कि सारी कंडीशंस जो हमने मानी है कि ये फेवरेबल रहेंगी तो ऐसा होगा. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन दी कंडीशंस विच रिमेन फेवरेबल, वी अज्यूम, हम सपोज करते हैं या अज्यूम करते हैं कि ऐसा होगा. दैट इज फ्यूचर टेंस. So these are the various tenses: present, past and future, and the verb forms that you must also have studied in your school. So we have divided all the tenses into four: present simple, present progressive, present perfect and present perfect progressive. प्रोग्रेसिव को हम कंटिन्यूअस भी कहते हैं, सो परफेक्ट प्रोग्रेसिव को हम परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस भी कहते हैं. सो वी कैन डिवाइड इन दिस वे all the three tenses: present, past and future. So present simple, present progressive or present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous, or past simple, past progressive or continuous. We can say past progressive or past continuous. Then past perfect, then past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous. Similarly, future simple, future progressive or future continuous, then future perfect, then future perfect progressive or future perfect continuous tense. So see, in simple present, we use first form of the verb with s or es if required. If it is a third person singular, we use s and es. In past tense, we use second form of the verb or the past form of the verb. In future tense, we use the first form of the verb with will or shall. Then in progressive or continuous tenses, we use verb with ing. So first form of the verb with ing. And in present, we use the helping verbs is are or am. In past tense, we use the helping verb was or were. And future tense, we use will or shall be, depending on the subject. जो सब्जेक्ट है उसके मुताबिक आपका ये हेल्पिंग वर्ब लगेगा. परफेक्ट फॉर्म्स: इन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट वी यूज हैज और हैव विद थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. इन पास्ट परफेक्ट वी यूज हैड एंड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. इन फ्यूचर परफेक्ट वी यूज विल हैव और शैल हैव विद थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. In present perfect continuous, we will use has and have and been, 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 and verb with ing. Similarly, in past perfect continuous, we will use had, been, and first form of the verb with ing. Similarly, in future perfect continuous, we rarely use this tense, but the structure is will have or shall have, then been, and then the first form of the verb with ing. So these are the verb forms in various tenses. See, these are the examples of some irregular verbs and their three forms. So do is the first form of the verb, past tense is did, and past participle is done. So you need to know all the three forms of the verbs if you have to use it in different tenses. These are irregular verbs, so they have all the forms as different. But in many of the verbs or in most of the verbs, in second form we use ed and in third form we use t, like burn, 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 then burned, burned, and third form is burnt, burnt. So this is see, saw and seen. Eat, the three forms are eat, ate, eaten, draw, drew, drawn. For break it is break, broke, broken. For become it is become, became, become. And for speak it is speak, spoke and spoken. In this way, we have to remember the three forms of the verbs if we want to use the verb correctly in a particular tense. Now, let us take simple present in detail. Sometimes students find it difficult to remember when to use the verb with s and es. So, this is a simple chart to show you that with, see, this is the first person singular I and plural we, second person singular you, plural is you or you all, and third person means the person whom we are talking about. First person means the speaker himself. Vakta Swayam, the person who is speaking, I, address himself as I. And when there are more than one people who will address themselves as we. Second person means the person you are speaking to or the person whom you are talking to. So the second person is addressed as you, and in plural also it is you or you all. Third person means person or noun who you are speaking about. So it will be he, she, or it. Can be this or that, or who, which, or it can be the name of any third person like Ramesh, Mohan. It can be any place like Mumbai, or any person like my mother, my father, my pet dog. It can be any inanimate or non-living thing like this fan. It can be an abstract noun or quality like honesty, kindness, life. So when you are talking about third person, so third person will take an S and ES in the verb in simple present tense. Third person singular. You can remember this because third person singular there is an S, and third person singular will take an S and ES in the verb. It will take if do and does are there, then does will come with third person singular, और बाकी सबके साथ आप do कह सकते हैं. I do, we do, you do, but he does, she does, it does. Suppose it is verb go. In simple present tense we will say I go, we go, you go, you all go, but Ramesh goes. My mother cooks. I cook, we cook, you cook. They cook, but my mother cooks. So third person singular will take S and ES in the verb. It will take does, not do. It will take has, not have. With third person singular you will use is. With I you will use am. With we you will use are. With all others you will use are. You are, you all are, they are, these are, those are. But with third person singular we will use is. So now simple present tense. In which conditions we use simple present tense? Let us take those situations in which we use simple present tense. So simple present tense is used to express known facts or experimental facts or universal truths. Known fact यानी ज्ञात तथ्य, जो तथ्य हमें मालूम है. या experimental facts means facts which can be verified experimentally, जिनको हम experimentally करके देख सकते हैं, ऐसे तथ्य. और यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ मतलब जो सार्वभौमिक सत्य, जो सब कहीं सत्य है, दे आर यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ्स. लाइक द सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट. सो everywhere on earth you will say the sun rises in the east. The earth revolves around the sun. Again, this is a universal truth. The temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. It's a known fact. You can find out, you can measure it experimentally. The temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Salt dissolves in water. So it can be experimentally verified. आप dissolve करके देख सकते हैं कि salt dissolves in water. Does the moon revolve around the earth? Again, you are asking about a universal truth. Does the moon revolve around the earth? ये question interrogative sentence है, but it is regarding a universal truth. इसलिए आपने इसमें simple present use किया है. Does the moon revolve around the earth? The moon third person singular है. So when we make an interrogative sentence, you have to put the helping verb in front. So, does the moon revolve around the earth? How will you answer this question? Yes, the moon revolves. Now because this is third person singular, इसलिए revolves आएगा. Revolves around the earth. The school does not open on Sundays. देखिए, the school फिर से third person singular है, इसलिए does not open. और अगर does आ गया तो then you will not use s and es with the verb. does में es क्योंकि लगा हुआ है, इसलिए आप open में दोबारा s नहीं लगाएंगे. So the school does not open on Sundays. अगर ये होता the school opens on Sundays, तो the school opens हो जाएगा, school opens on Sundays. लेकिन नेगेटिव बनाना है तो बिकॉज डज में ऑलरेडी es है, इसलिए आप कहेंगे the school does not open on Sundays. So does the moon revolve around the earth? The answer will be yes, the moon revolves around the earth. Okay, so this in these sentences some are universal truths, some are experimental facts, and some are known facts. Like the school does not open on Sundays. So this is a known fact कि school जो है Sunday को नहीं खुलता है. इसका simple present tense is used to express experimental facts, known facts, or universal truths. It is also used to express habits or habitual actions जैसे और recurrent actions. Recurrent मतलब repeated action, जो action बार बार होते हैं या एक निश्चित period के बाद होते हैं. Like, see, Ravi goes to school at 9 o'clock every morning. So this is a recurrent action. ये रोज होने वाला action है कि Ravi goes to school at 9 o'clock every morning. So this is a repeated activity. Every day, every morning he goes. So goes we have used simple present tense, and Ravi क्योंकि third person singular है, so we have used es with the verb go. So goes, Ravi goes. I come to office by bus. So this is my habit. This is also a routine action, everyday action, recurrent action. My dog barks a lot. So this is the habit of my dog, that it barks a lot. She goes to temple every Monday. Again, this is a recurrent or repeated action, that she goes to temple every Monday. We appear in exam every 6 months. So we have an exam every 6 months, or we appear in the exam. So appear is simple present tense here. And this is a recurrent action. ये repeat होने वाला action है कि we appear in exam every 6 months. He never eats eggs. He never eats eggs. ये इसकी habit है. And because he is third person singular, so we have used s with the verb eat. Now, simple present tense is also used to express permanent situations. परमानेंट सिचुएशंस को एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस यूज करते हैं. देखिए, दिस हाईवे रन्स फ्रॉम आगरा टू मुंबई. So this highway runs from this city to this city. So Agra to Mumbai, this is a permanent situation. ये जब से हाईवे बना है तब से लेकर अभी तक it runs from Agra to Mumbai. So it's a permanent situation. Narmada originates from Amarkantak. This is also a permanent situation. कि जब से नर्मदा का उद्गम हुआ है तब से it originates from Amarkantak. Okay, we will not say it is originating from Amarkantak. The Ganges falls into the Bay of Bengal. So the river Ganga falls into the Bay of Bengal. Again, this is a permanent situation. The Taj stands at the bank of river Yamuna. These are all examples of permanent situations. So permanent situations are always expressed by simple present tense. Simple present tense is also used to express exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there, to express and exclaim what is actually taking place in the present. So these are the examples. कई बार हम exclaim करने के लिए, आश्चर्य व्यक्त करने के लिए here और there से sentence start करते हैं. Like, here comes the king. Here comes the king. This is an exclamatory sentence with an exclamation mark. So here comes the king. यहाँ पे हमने simple present tense use किया है. There the magic works. There the magic works. So again, this is an exclamatory sentence. We have used simple present tense. Works. There the birds fly. Birds plural है, इसलिए FLY fly. Magic singular था, इसलिए works. Comes the king. Here comes the king. King was singular, so comes. So in this way, we also use simple present tense to express and exclaim what is happening or what is taking place in the present. Simple present tense is used to express a future event or program that is already scheduled. एक future program जो already scheduled है या program जो already fixed है उसको express करने के लिए भी हम simple present use कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. The next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. So the next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. तो यहाँ पे सिंपल प्रेजेंट जो है इज ये एक्सप्रेस कर रहा है कि कल 7 बजे की फ्लाइट है, कल 7 बजे फ्लाइट है, अगली फ्लाइट 7 बजे. तो देखिए यहाँ पे इज इंडिकेट कर रहा है कि द नेक्स्ट फ्लाइट इज एट 7 टुमारो मॉर्निंग. तो ये फ्यूचर रेफरेंस के लिए यहाँ पे हमने सिंपल प्रेजेंट यूज किया. Now the Vice Chancellor inaugurates the computer center next week. Again, this is an action which will happen next week, but we have used simple present. देखिए जो ग्रामेटिकली जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो आपको सिंपल प्रेजेंट का दिख रहा है, लेकिन जो टाइम इंडिकेटर है नेक्स्ट वीक ये टाइम इंडिकेटर है या टाइम वाला फ्रेज है. So this is indicating that the action is of future. The action is planned in future. It is scheduled in future. The action of inaugurating कब होगा? Next week. But the structure of the sentence is simple present tense. So the Vice Chancellor inaugurates the computer center next week. Here we have used simple present tense to indicate a future event. The Prime Minister leaves for Japan tomorrow. The Prime Minister leaves for Japan tomorrow. इस तरह के स्ट्रक्चर्स आपको न्यूज़ में देखने के लिए मिलेंगे. तो न्यूज़ में या प्रिंट में आप प्रिंट मीडिया में देखेंगे कि इस तरह की न्यूज़ जनरली छपती है. He leaves for Japan tomorrow. और Vice Chancellor inaugurates the building next week or tomorrow. So leaves for Japan tomorrow. Here the sentence structure is of simple present tense, but it indicates a future time reference. He leaves for Japan tomorrow. इसका मतलब यही है कि the Prime Minister will leave for Japan tomorrow. Then present continuous tense we are taking. So present continuous tense is, am, or are. With I we will use am. With third person singular we will use is, and with second person you or you all, or third person plural we will use are, and there will be ing with the verb. So verb will be in ing form. So present continuous tense is used to express any action which is continuing or which is in progress. Action जो continue कर रहा है, जो जारी है या progress में है और अभी complete नहीं हुआ है. So it is not yet complete. Examples are, I am watching a movie. That means the action of watching is continuing now. So I am watching a movie means I am watching a movie now. The taxi is moving fast. Again, this is the action of moving is in progress. It is in progress. So moving is present continuous form of the verb move. Why are you sitting on my seat? Why are you sitting on my seat? Again, here sitting is the continuous form of the verb sit. So why are you sitting on my seat? This action of sitting is in progress now. So these verbs watching, moving and sitting are the verbs in present continuous forms. I am watching is moving and are sitting. I am watching is moving and are sitting. These verbs are in continuous, present continuous forms. His friend, now see, these are temporary situations. These temporary situations can be expressed in present continuous tense. But we have studied that permanent situations will always be expressed using simple present tense. So whenever the situation is permanent, always use simple present tense. Whenever the situation is temporary, you can use present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is never used for permanent situations. Remember this. Let's take some examples. His friend is standing outside the classroom. So his friend is standing outside the classroom. This is a temporary situation. This is standing. This action is temporary. It's not permanent. But the Taj stands on the bank of river Yamuna. So here, this verb stands is expressing a permanent situation. The Taj stands on the bank of river Yamuna. We cannot say the Taj is standing. So don't say the Taj is standing. We will always say the Taj stands on the bank of river Yamuna. The boy is running for the bus. The boy is running for the bus. This is a temporary situation. But this highway runs from Agra to Mumbai. This is a permanent situation. So don't say this highway is running. Always say this highway runs from Agra to Mumbai, because this is a permanent situation. Now, let us revise quickly what we have studied in simple present and present continuous tense. Present simple is used to express universal truths, experimental facts, recurrent actions or repeated actions, and habits or character. This present continuous tense is used for any action which is in progress at the time of speaking, or action which is in progress in present, but time is not mentioned. Like if I say, I'm watching this serial every Sunday. I'm using present continuous tense. I'm watching this serial every Sunday. I'm using present continuous tense. So I have said every Sunday. If I don't mention every Sunday, and if I say I'm watching this serial, and it is understood that this serial comes on Sunday, or it comes once a week or twice a week, so time need not be mentioned. I can simply say I'm watching this serial. But it shows that I'm watching it whenever the serial is broadcasted on TV, whether weekly or daily, that need not be mentioned. So, but action is in progress. So, time mentioned or time may not be mentioned. You can use present continuous tense for actions which are temporary or situations which are temporary. For permanent situations, use present simple. Then present simple is also used for some verbs. In these situations, present continuous tense is never used. These verbs are verbs of perception. So perception means verbs related to sense, or verbs related to perception, like see, hear, taste, smell, feel. So these verbs, they are mostly used in simple present tense. They are rarely used in continuous tense. Similarly, verbs of mental activity like know, believe, assume, suppose, trust. So verbs of mental activity: agree, disagree. Then verbs of feelings and emotions like, dislike, hate, love, adore. So such verbs are not used in continuous tense. They are always used in simple present tense. Verbs of possession like possess, belong, own, or O-W-E, O. So these verbs, which are written here, verbs of perception, verbs of mental activity, verbs of feelings and emotions, and verbs of possession. These are always used in simple present tense, not in continuous tense. But whenever these actions are deliberate, then we use continuous tense, and such situations are very rare. Let us take this up in detail. There are some verbs which are not used in present continuous tense. They are always used in simple present tense. Whenever the verbs of perception, I told you, see, hear, smell, feel, and taste, whenever these verbs of perception, whenever these actions are natural and involuntary, मतलब जब भी actions स्वतः स्वतः होंगे, जानबूझ के नहीं किए जाएंगे, नेचुरली होंगे, स्वतः होंगे, तो फिर हम इनके लिए हमेशा सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस यूज करेंगे. कंटिन्यूस टेंस यूज करने की स्थिति तभी बनेगी जब ये एक्शंस डेलिबरेट यानी जानबूझकर किए जाएं. See, we have chosen these verbs of perception as see, hear, smell, feel and taste. See की जगह हमने look नहीं लिखा, hear की जगह listen नहीं लिखा, because listening is a deliberate activity. ठीक है, हम किन verbs की बात कर रहे हैं? ये वर्ब सी, हियर, स्मेल, फील और टेस्ट. जब भी ये क्रियाएं या जब भी ये एक्शंस नेचुरली होंगे, नेचुरली स्वतः, बिकॉज सी योर आईज आर ओपन सो यू सी, योर ईयर्स आर ओपन सो यू hear whatever sounds they occur or happen around. So whatever scenes are around you, you see without deliberately paying attention. So eyes, when eyes see naturally, or when ears they hear naturally, involuntarily we say, involuntary action जो स्वतः हो रहा है ना. तो ये सारे एक्शन जब इनवॉलेंटरी होंगे तो ये हमेशा सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में यूज किए जाएंगे वर्ब्स. लाइक इफ यू से आई स्मेल समथिंग बर्निंग, so something is burning and your nose is open, so naturally the smell comes to your nose and it is a natural action. So I smell something burning, this is a natural action, it is involuntary and natural. But when you say, why are you smelling the milk? Why are you smelling the milk? This is not natural action. आप ये जानने के लिए मिल्क स्मेल कर रहे हैं कि हैज इट बर्न्ड. So this is not a natural action, this is a deliberate action. तो जब deliberate होगा you can use continuous tense. लेकिन जब भी ये actions natural होंगे, see, hear, smell, feel, taste, you will always use simple present tense. And see, we are talking about simple present tense and present continuous. तो जब ये actions जब deliberate होंगे, ऐसी परिस्थिति बहुत rare होती है. तो rarely we use them in present continuous tense. You can observe that most of the time we are using these verbs of perception, see, hear, smell, feel and taste in simple present tense. Let's take some more examples. You see a lot of greenery in the campus. You see a lot of greenery in the campus. So you see naturally without making efforts. So the action is not deliberate. You see a lot of greenery in the campus. As you enter the campus, you see a lot of greenery. So this is a natural action. So we will say you see, not you are seeing. We never use the verb see in ing form, continuous tense, present continuous tense. We hear a lot of noise outside due to traffic. Again, due to traffic, we hear a lot of noise outside. This is again a natural action. Ice creams taste good. Mangoes taste sweet. So again, this is the natural taste of ice creams and mangoes. You don't have to make efforts to taste it. As we enter the garden, we smell sweet fragrance of roses. As we enter the garden, we smell sweet fragrance of roses. Again, this is a natural action of smell. So this smell we have used in simple present tense. Why are you tasting the curd? It's fresh. Now here it is deliberate action. You are taking a spoonful of curd or just a little bit curd to find out the taste, whether it is fresh or it is sour. So why are you tasting the curd? It's fresh. I feel nervous on the stage. Again, this is the natural perception. Everybody feels nervous on stage. So I feel nervous on stage. You are not deliberately feeling nervous. You are not making efforts to feel nervous. Okay, so I feel nervous on stage. Again, we are using simple present tense because it's a natural action. How are you feeling after taking the treatment? Now, this is deliberate. This is deliberate because you have been given treatment to feel better. So now the doctor can ask, how are you feeling after taking the treatment? And the patient says, I'm feeling better now. So again, it is the effect of treatment that he is saying, I'm feeling better now. So again, it is deliberate और it is efforted. ये प्रयास करके आपको बेहतर फील कराया गया है ट्रीटमेंट के द्वारा. So we can say I'm feeling better now. So here feel is a deliberate action. Now after verbs of perception, let us take up verbs expressing feelings and emotions like, dislike, fear, hate, love, etc. So when you say, I hate this job, I hate this job, we don't say I'm hating this job. People fear earthquakes. People fear earthquakes. So fear is a natural action here. So people fear earthquakes. You will say people fear earthquakes, not people are fearing earthquakes. Don't use present continuous tense. He likes his new job. Don't say he's liking his new job. We never say this. So you just have to observe that these verbs of feelings and emotions like, dislike, love, hate, fear, these verbs they are mostly used in simple present tense. They are rarely used in present continuous tense. He doesn't like movies. We don't say he is not liking movies. We always say he does not like movies. So like is like, hate, fear, love. These verbs are used in simple present tense most of the times. They are not used in continuous tense. I say I love children or I love flowers. I fear wild animals. So in this way, these are natural actions or natural expressions of feelings and emotions. So they take simple present tense. Similarly, verbs of mental activity like agree, know, think, assume, believe, imagine, trust, etc. So these verbs of mental activity, they are also used in simple present tense. They are rarely used in continuous tense because the action is, whenever the action is natural, involuntary, we use simple present tense. जब भी एक्शन नेचुरल होंगे और इनवॉलेंटरी होंगे, बिना प्रयास के, जानबूझ के नहीं किए जाएंगे, हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस यूज करेंगे. देखिए, आई नो हिम वेल. We don't say not. Don't say I'm knowing him well. We always say I know him well. I believe he is right. We don't say I'm believing he is right. I agree with you. We don't say I'm agreeing with you. Some students they make a common mistake of using agreeing. Always say I agree with you. Don't say I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you. So these verbs of mental activity जो जो माइंड हमारा वर्क करता है उनको एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए जो एक्शंस हैं, जैसे आई थिंक. सो आई थिंक ही विल पास. ठीक है, थिंक का एक्शन डेलिबरेट भी हो सकता है कि कोई बहुत सोच विचार में डूबा हुआ है तो वो डेलिबरेट थिंकिंग भी हो सकती है. व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग, व्हाट आर यू थिंकिंग. तो नाउ हियर इट इज अ डेलिबरेट एक्शन. ये लग रहा है कि व्यक्ति जो है वो काफी प्रयासरत है या सोचने में लीन है, तो देन इट appears to be a deliberate action. Then you can say what are you thinking, and the person can reply that I am thinking what will happen if I lose my job. He is doing some serious thinking. So in this way, whenever the verbs of this mental activity they are used, they are rarely used in present continuous tense. They are most of the times used in simple present tense. Then come verbs of possession. वर्ब्स ऑफ पोजेशन, पोजेशन मतलब अपना अधिकार या अपना स्वामित्व किसी चीज पर बताना. तो हाउ डू वी एक्सप्रेस पोजेशन? बाय यूजिंग द वर्ब्स possess, belong. This house belongs to me. This book belongs to me. To belong, possess, own, or OWEO. So who owns this house? Who owns this house? My brother owns this house. So own is the verb which shows possession. It is always used in simple present tense and rarely used in continuous tense. The car belongs to my brother. So he belongs to a rich family. So we always use belongs. Belong in simple present tense. We don't use belonging. Continuous tense में हम नहीं use करते. So these are the verbs of possession: owns, belongs, belong, then OWEO. Possess itself is a verb of possession. Possess. He possesses a very big farmhouse. So he owns a very big farmhouse. He possesses a lot of books in his library. Possesses, we will say. He is possessing, we don't say. So both the simple and continuous forms of the present tense can be used with a future reference. Simple present or continuous present continuous, इन दोनों को हम future reference के लिए भी use कर सकते हैं. That means future time expression के साथ use कर सकते हैं. सो देखिए सेंटेंस का स्ट्रक्चर जो है ग्रामर की दृष्टि से सिंपल प्रेजेंट का दिखेगा, लेकिन मीनिंग उसका फ्यूचर टेंस में निकलेगा क्योंकि टाइम एक्सप्रेशन जो है वो फ्यूचर टेंस का है. नेक्स्ट वीक, दीज आर ऑल टाइम एक्सप्रेशंस ऑफ फ्यूचर टेंस. ही लीव्स फॉर बॉम्बे नेक्स्ट वीक, इसका मतलब भी ये है कि ही विल लीव फॉर बॉम्बे नेक्स्ट वीक. ही इज लीविंग फॉर बॉम्बे नेक्स्ट वीक, इसका मतलब भी वही है कि he will leave for Bombay next week, या he is about to leave for Bombay next week, या he is going to leave for Mumbai next week. इसका मतलब भी यही है कि he is about to leave for Bombay next week. So in this way, leaves, simple present, is leaving, is present continuous, and is going to leave. ये सारे एक्सप्रेशन जो हैं इस टाइम एक्सप्रेशन के कारण से ये सब फ्यूचर मीनिंग में फ्यूचर टेंस है, बट सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन में ये सिंपल प्रेजेंट या प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस टेंस है. ओके, सो देन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट एंड प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. इन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट वी यूज हैज एंड हैव एंड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. इन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस वी यूज has and have as helping verb and been, B-E-E and been, and verb with ing. So present perfect tense is used to express action recently completed. Action recently completed, जो action अभी अभी recently complete हुआ है, अभी अभी complete हुआ है, या action completed but time not mentioned. ठीक है, action complete हो चुका है, हम time नहीं बताना चाह रहे. Okay, like action recently completed, जैसे I have just had tea, or I have just finished my work. So action recently completed. Present perfect tense is action recently completed or action completed but time not mentioned. So like if I say I have just read the newspaper, it is action recently completed. If I say I have read the newspaper, so I am not mentioning the time when I read it. I have just visited Mumbai, so this is action recently completed. But I have visited Mumbai, this is also present perfect tense. I am not mentioning when I visited, but I am saying I have visited Mumbai. So हो सकता है मैंने 2 साल पहले विजिट की हो सकता है मैंने भी 1 महीने पहले विजिट की हो सकता है मैंने पिछले हफ्ते ही विजिट की हो. आई एम नॉट मेंशनिंग द टाइम, बट आई एम सेइंग आई हैव विजिटेड मुंबई. सो एक्शन इज कंप्लीटेड बट टाइम नॉट मेंशन्ड. स्टेट ऑफ एक्शन इज कनेक्टेड विद प्रेजेंट ऑल्सो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देखिए, एक्शन कंप्लीट हो गया, हम टाइम मेंशन नहीं कर रहे, लेकिन हम उसको प्रेजेंट से कनेक्टेड रखना चाह रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स I want to keep the action connected with the present. I have visited Mumbai means I have visited and I know how Mumbai is. मैंने विजिट कर रखी है और मुझे मालूम है कि मुंबई कैसी है, ये मुझे मालूम है. सो व्हेन आई वांट टू रिमेन connected with the present, when I want the action to remain connected with the present, I use present perfect tense. एक्शन इंटरप्टेड भी हो सकता है प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में, बट इन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस जो एक्शन है वो अनइंटरप्टेड होता है. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस में एक्शन बिगैन इन द पास्ट एंड इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग इन द प्रेजेंट. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस का मतलब है एक्शन बिगैन इन द पास्ट एंड इज स्टिल कंटिन्यूइंग इन प्रेजेंट. पास्ट में कभी एक्शन शुरू हुआ लेकिन वो अभी तक जारी है, इट इज कंटिन्यूइंग. लेकिन एक्शन जो है वो अनइंटरप्टेड होना चाहिए. अगर अनइंटरप्टेड है तो हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस यूज करेंगे, अगर उसमें इंटरप्शन है तो हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट यूज करेंगे. एक्शन अनइंटरप्टेड होना चाहिए, उसमें कोई ब्रेक नहीं होना चाहिए, तभी हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस यूज कर पाएंगे. It is used for uninterrupted action. Let us understand it through certain examples. See, first example, I have taught for 15 years. I have taught for 15 years. So have taught is present perfect. When I say I have been teaching for last 15 years, I have been teaching for the last 15 years, मतलब मैं 15 सालों से पढ़ा रही हूँ. The action is uninterrupted. I have been teaching for the last 15 years मतलब मैंने 15 सालों में बीच में टीचिंग छोड़ के कोई और कार्य नहीं किया, कोई और प्रोफेशन नहीं अपनाया. ओके, सो आई हैव टॉट फॉर 15 इयर्स मतलब मैंने 15 इयर्स तक पढ़ाया है. उसमें ब्रेक भी हो सकता है मैंने 10 साल पढ़ाया हो, फिर मैंने 3 साल का ब्रेक दे दिया हो, फिर मैंने 5 साल पढ़ाया हो, ये भी हो सकता है. So we use present perfect tense when the action is interrupted, but we use present perfect continuous tense only when the action is uninterrupted and it is continuing in present as well. So it has rained for 4 days. It has rained for 4 days. And it has been raining since Friday. So here the action of raining is continuous since Friday. If I say today is Monday, so then it means that the action of raining is continuous from Friday. That means it rained on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday, and today also it is raining. Then I can say it has been raining since Friday. But if I say it has rained for 4 days, means not necessary it is raining now also, or it's not necessary that the rain has been continuous for 4 days. Let us take another example. I have won college championship for 3 years. And here in present perfect continuous, I have been winning. I have been winning. Here it was I have won. So I have been winning college championship since last 3 years. Means suppose if I won college championship in 2018, अगर मैंने 18 में कॉलेज चैंपियनशिप जीती है तो मुझे 19 में भी जीती है मैंने, और 20 में भी मुझे जीतना चाहिए, तभी मैं इसमें आई हैव बीन विनिंग कॉलेज चैंपियनशिप लिख पाऊंगी. अदरवाइज आई शुड राइट आई हैव वन कॉलेज चैंपियनशिप फॉर 3 years. 16 में मैंने जीती, 17 में जीती, 18 में नहीं जीती, 19 में आई हैव वन. So then you better use present perfect tense. Don't use present perfect continuous tense if you want to say I have won college championship for 3 years. Okay. If you say I have been winning college championship, means there is a continuity in the last 3 years. Okay. So this is present perfect and present perfect continuous tense. Now using since and for. The since expresses point of time and for expresses period of time. Since जो है वो sharp point of time बताता है और जो for है वो period of time बताता है. So since 1993 means 1993 से, since Friday means Friday से. So these are sharp points of time. Friday, morning, childhood, youth, 8 o'clock. So we can use since with all these time expressions. Even midnight or dawn, 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 जिसको हम भोर कहते हैं या प्रभात कहते हैं. So these are sharp points of time. अगर हमें पीरियड ऑफ टाइम दिखाना है तो फिर हम फॉर यूज करते हैं. जैसे पीरियड ऑफ टाइम का मतलब लेंथ ऑफ टाइम बताना है. यदि हमें लेंथ ऑफ टाइम बताना है तो फिर हम फॉर यूज करते हैं. Like for 10 years, for a week, for ages, for the whole day, for 3 hours. So this is indicating the length of time or the duration or period of time. For ages, मतलब युगों से, लंबे समय से. For the whole day, पूरा दिन. For 3 hours, for a week, for 10 years. These time expressions are expressing the length of time, not the starting point of time. So since we use for point of time and for we use for period of time. Let us revise what we have studied. We have studied simple present and present continuous tense, and we have studied where to use simple present tense and where to use continuous tense. So we have studied simple present tense is used to express universal truths, experimental facts, then recurrent or repeated actions, then habits or characters. We have learned that present simple is always used to express permanent situations and present continuous is used to express temporary situations. Present simple, there are certain verbs which are always used in simple present tense and they are rarely used in continuous tense. They are verbs of perception like see, hear, smell, taste, feel. Verbs of mental activity like think, believe, assume, suppose, imagine. Verbs of feelings and emotions like, dislike, love, hate. Verbs of possession like possess, belong, own, owe. And present continuous tense is used to indicate that the action is in progress or the action is continuing at the time of speaking. Time may be mentioned or time may not be mentioned. Then we have studied present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. We have studied that in present perfect continuous tense, the action cannot be interrupted. Action should be continuous, uninterrupted when we are expressing it in present perfect continuous tense. Let's take up some exercise. Use appropriate form of the verbs. So these are the sentences that you have to attempt, or you have to use the verbs in their appropriate forms according to the tenses, correct tenses. The first sentence is apples grow in cold regions. So you have to use the verb grow in its appropriate form. The sunlight, B, an important source of vitamin D. Let me tell you that B is the basic form of the verb and the other forms of B are am, is or are in present tense and was and were in past tense, and BEE and been is the past participle or the third form of the verb be. So is, are, am are the forms of be in simple present tense. So the sunlight, be an important source of vitamin D. You have to use the correct form is, are or am. Then next is dash, she like sweets. And the last sentence is she always sit at the back, but today she sit in front. So she always sit at the back and today she sit in the front. You have to use the verbs in appropriate form, verbs that are given in the brackets. See, the answers are apples grow in cold regions because this is a fact. For apples, it is already plural. So apples grow in cold regions. The sunlight is an important source of vitamin D. This again is a fact. So it is simple present tense we'll use. She likes sweets. So this is a verb of feelings or emotions. Like, dislike it is used in simple present tense only. We rarely use the verb like in present continuous tense. So does she like sweets? So this exercise is based on present tense because we have studied the various forms of present tense. She always sits at the back. So this is her habit. This is her habit that she always sits at the back. But today she is sitting in the front. But today this action is in progress or it is in continuation. That today she is sitting in the front. Let's take up some more sentences. You have to use the correct form of the verb. First sentence is, dash anyone know where my bag is? See, pay attention to the question mark. It is an interrogative sentence. Appropriate helping verb you have to put in the first blank, do or does, to make it a question. And you have to use the verb no. Next is he belonged to a very rich family. Now you have to use appropriate form of the verb belong. He hates crowded tourist places because he visited many of them in the last 5 years. Students feel nervous on stage. So attempt these sentences. The first sentence, because this verb of mental activity, no, will be used in simple present tense, and because it's an interrogative sentence, so with third person singular anyone, the helping verb will be does. So does anyone know where my bag is? He belonged to a very rich family. This is third person singular, and this verb belong with third person singular should take an S. It's a fact. He belongs to a very rich family. He belongs to a very rich family. He hates crowded tourist places because he visited many of them in the last 5 years. So I told you the verbs of feelings and emotions like, dislike, love, hate, they are used in simple present tense. He hates crowded tourist places. It should be, according to the third person singular, there should be an S in the verb hate. So it will be hates. He hates crowded tourist places because he visits many of them in the last 5 years. So this action is already completed. Okay? The action is completed, so we can use present perfect here. He has visited many of them in the last 5 years. Now see, he has visited many crowded tourist places in the last 5 years, and that is why in present, the action is connected with the present. He hates crowded tourist places. So he hates crowded tourist places because he has visited, present perfect tense, many of them in the last 5 years. And the last sentence, students feel nervous on stage. Now because students is plural, you need not add ns in feel. Students already plural hai, so feel as it is aayega. Students feel nervous on the stage. You have to use since or for. I told you since is used for point of time and for is used for period of time. So I haven't seen you January. So I haven't seen you since January. This is the right answer. She hasn't spoken to me dash more than 2 years. So she hasn't spoken to me. This is period of time more than 2 years. So we will use for more than 2 years. It hasn't rained here July. So because July is point of time, so we will use since July. Last year the city has become more crowded. Since or for last year? Since last year, because last year is point of time. Since last year the city has become more crowded. I have been teaching in this institute 15 years. I have been teaching in this institute since 15 years or for 15 years, because we are mentioning the length of time, so it should be for 15 years. Now, if it was, I have been teaching in this institute since 2010, then it will be since 2010. But because it is the length of time 15 years, so it will be for 15 years. So today we have discussed present tense, simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Please do the exercises related to present, simple, continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous given in your textbook. And the next topic that we will be taking will be the second lecture in the same module, and we'll discuss past tense and future tense. Thank you and enjoy your learning.